Hi guys, Randy Biner here. Thank you so much for tuning in again. We've been talking over the last few days already about my overall theme, how to avoid regrets in life. And again, this is part of the 10 tips, 10 days hashtag, so check that out. And so today we have a topic that's actually really big right now, but we're not gonna have a lot of time to really talk about it. We just have a few minutes in this video. And the topic is how to avoid a quarter life crisis. So we initially talked about building a bucket list. Then I walked you through how you can build a moral compass. Today we're actually going to use the moral compass to try to avoid a quarter life crisis. Now, what is a quarter life crisis, you may ask? Well, what it is, it's essentially someone having a midlife crisis, which usually starts between the ages of 40 and 60, but they have it much earlier. They have it between 25 and 35. And there's a lot of quotes attributed to Benjamin Franklin. I'm not sure if Benjamin Franklin really said this, but he's attributed a quote which says, most people die at 25 but aren't buried until they're 75. Wow. Now think about that for a minute. I mean, really think about that, what that means. That means that you grow up, through childhood, you in your 20s, high school, college, you get your first job, and then at around 25, it sounds like he means like we're kind of starting to die inside because we're not happy, and then we have a life on autopilot, and most likely a life full of regrets, right? We don't want regrets, so how do we make sure that this doesn't happen to us? So I thought about this a lot, and there's actually a few things you can do. So again, I have very little time here. This is a big topic, but here are a few hints, a few tips that I think would help you. So the first one is give yourself a timeout to hit reset. And what I mean by that is just give yourself a mental health day. Take a day off, go away on your own, go out in nature, and just write everything that's bothering you about your current situation on a piece of paper. I would really recommend handwriting as opposed to typing. Just get it out viscerally, just dump it. And then once you do that, see if there is a theme, like an actual theme. Are there several things that are in the same category, and see if that starts to emerge. And then what you also should probably do is stop social media. So stopping social media means really getting off of it for as long as it takes you to feel better, because this FOMO, which is a term, it's called fear of missing out. And really what it means is that it used to be called keeping up with the Joneses, right? And maybe you would hear an update on the Joneses once a month or once every 2 months. Now it's like incessant. It's like every 5 minutes you see, oh, the Joneses are having a nice dinner. Oh, the Joneses are flying business class. And so we're getting inundated with all this information that makes us feel like we're not enough. And that causes us to be feeling sad about ourselves, right? So if you give yourself a break from that, that's really, really important, okay? And then the last thing is be patient and redesign your life. So what you'll do is you'll figure out what that theme is that you've established from that first from that first brain dump exercise, and then think about what would you like life to be like. And what you have to do as well is kind of take inventory of where your life is currently in terms of your satisfaction. And so remember this, the moral compass is basically a list of your values. So you write down your list of your values. And again, they're always in order of priority. So what I did, I just put a few sample ones here. Family, good health, happiness, giving back, career, etc. Focus on the top 10 values. And then on the scale of 1 to 10, rank your happiness. So let's do this. Let's just say family, you're a 6, and your happiness, maybe you're a 4. Okay, and then, but you are in relatively good health, so let's give this an 8. You are giving back to community all the time, so that's a 9, and your career is an 8. Okay, so I would say everything below an 8 turns from green to red. So if it's 8, then it's still green. But what you want to do is you want to focus on the things in red. And remember how we talked about it can be overwhelming. So if you happen to be a person and most of it is in red, please don't freak out. A lot of us are in that situation. So what you'll do is you'll just start at the top. Because remember, these values are listed based on what matters most to you. So if you start at the very top and then work your way down, that will allow you to hopefully do a course correct and get back into a life that makes you happy. Again, this is a huge topic. I don't have 2 days to go over this, but I hope you find this impactful and helpful. If you do, please comment below. Please share it with others. And you can also follow my hashtag #NoLifeRegrets if you want to see the previous videos. Again, thank you so much for your time. I'll talk to you tomorrow about best marriage advice ever. Thank you.